on live stream if you did catch it live. If you catch this video on the replay, I want to thank you for watching the replay. So I'm back again. I have another topic that I wanted to share with everyone. First of all, I want to thank those who watched the video before. I want to make sure I mention that because some people have left a few comments. I'm thankful for one comment. I'm thankful. I'm just thankful, period. But for when someone leave comments or they share your video or anything that you're doing, at least say thank you. You know, it's just common courtesy. So I want to appreciate those who like what I said last time. But a moment with Veronica is just me sharing my thoughts in video form, and then I also kind of put it on my podcast as well. So today, this moment, if you look at the bottom of your screen, I want to talk about using wisdom in your conversations. There's some things that I have experienced, and then I have to use wisdom on how much I share. And there's some things that I just know of a surety, you know. So what did I say? What did I did want to get a little comical. I did want it to, but I don't think I'll get comical. I was getting ready to tell y'all, if you would, I won't, go get your Bibles. I won't be before you long. But I'm not going to do that. If you all recall, everybody knows about the story of Adam and Eve. Let me quickly summarize it. Everybody know what happened. This is my opinion. This is just my opinion. If I'm wrong, let the Lord deal with me. I don't think Eve used wisdom. I don't think Adam used wisdom either in her conversation, because the decision that they made messed up the entire mankind, messed up the entire human race. Before, everything was just like so lovely, so perfect, so peaceful. But then when they disobeyed God, things changed because of disobedience. And that little serpent that came and tried to act like he was doing casual talking, he knew what he was doing. So whenever you're in a conversation with somebody, they're not going to come to you like, yeah, I'm evil, I'm the devil. They're not going to come to you like that. They're going to just do a little small talk. I'm going to ask you little questions like the serpent did. Let me start with men, if I may. Then I'm going to talk about women. Let me give you a few examples. Men, what did I say earlier? Well, I was thinking earlier. I said, as women, whether y'all care or not, because some don't give a flip either way. I run into a lot of them that's just like, I don't care, and they try to hide it. As a lot of women can still see that you don't care. We know when you care, when you don't care. Okay, we know about the man code. We know the little hand signals, eye movement. We know when your body changes. We know with the body language. You'd be surprised how much she knows. She just don't say anything. Okay? When you're having conversations with the guys, we understand men talk differently to men versus like women talk differently to women. Women love it when we can talk to the guy, when we can talk to the man, and we can share anything with him, and he don't go back and tell everybody. I don't know a woman who don't. When she can just like be herself and just open up and just say, I'm tired of it. Just speak her mind without have to worry about the man coming up against her or losing interest. We love that. You love that. Women, if you got a man that's like that, child, we can let's stop and give God an entire hand clap of praise. Because that's nice. Because some women never had that. Never experienced it. Desire and don't know how it feels. But men, when y'all do have your little chitter chatter, be careful how much information you share about the woman to another man. You don't know exactly who you're talking to. I feel this strong. Listen. That guy you're talking to, his mind could not be stable. He could have a hidden agenda. When he asks you questions, when y'all do your little man talk, don't show pictures of that woman to him. Don't go in detail. You gotta be careful how you go in detail about the body. And before, some men and women, if I say something that you don't like, they'll pop it right on off. Listen, because this came on me very strong. Because sometimes some men won't are curious because their mind is not together. Just because you look at because he got a job, you look at his appearance. Oh, you can't go off that. It's because he's your boy. You can't go off that. You cannot. He could be he could be have a multiple face and multiple personalities. Don't do that. Be careful of how much information you share. How she look sexual, that ain't nobody's business. That ain't his business. Why he needs to know. What you're doing, I think some guys may not realize, or some guys are like, some men are like this. You mess with them, they'll hurt you. You mess with a woman, they'll hurt you. Some guys tamper with girls because they think they ain't got nobody. I feel like I can. Somebody must have told them something, or they must have been invading privacy. So it goes on. Listen to what I'm saying. Use wisdom. That's none of his business. Don't open that door. That's not That's not none of their business. You'd be surprised how curious all of them be wanting to know, from the oldest to the youngest. Build a boundary. If you have been doing it, stop. You'd be surprised why some of them linger. You would be surprised. Ladies, I know a lot of guys. Have y'all noticed, ran into any guys that want you to send them a picture of what? It sure ain't flowers. He said, send me a picture of what you cook. Be careful how, if you do, that's you. I'm about to tell y'all something about me. That's you. I don't know about that. Sometimes we feel pressure. Let me be honest with you. Sometimes we feel pressure. Like, if I don't do it, he's going to lose, like, interest in me. Sometimes they're only motivated by that. And that alone. It's nice if they're motivated like they really, really like you, isn't it? Versus just that alone. You don't know if that man going to share it. But, oh, he ain't going to do that. I don't know that. What if he gets upset with you? What if he would try to get revenge? What if the adversary just jump in him one day and he start posting stuff? What if you don't want him no more? They'll be foolish like that. What if he do that? It's like you gave him the picture. You don't. It's hard for me. And be like, oh, Veronica. I'm sure some people gonna watch this and be like, oh, Veronica, you just so. I don't know what you may do. I learned the hard way not to underestimate folk. This is why I try to use wisdom in that. Because I don't know what you're going to do. And some guys have a tendency to show their boy, grab their phone out. Here, man, look, and not thinking. This. You don't know how he is. Don't do that. That's none of their business. Let me tell you something. None of my friends, none of the ones I talk to, never get the deets like that. Because it ain't none of their business. They only know I ain't doing that. Nope. I sure ain't. Why she need no phone? Let me tell you, I'm going to be some of these women, chicks, heifers, whatever you want to call them, they're going to be wondering, interested. Don't do that. I have been taught, you be careful. Now, I've been taught, there's some things you don't really talk about. One thing is, don't talk about your man in detail. About you can say he good looking, speak well, like he did this for me. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the I'm talking about the other stuff. Use wisdom in your conversation. Don't be telling them details about your man. I don't do that. None ain't seen nothing and ain't gonna see nothing either. You understand? Nah, honey, this wig, everything. I ain't got no problem. Y'all pray for me. I ain't got no problem. Wig, everything come out. So what y'all like? Take that wig out. What you said? What happened? I'll get. Sometimes I have to. I'm gonna be as transparent and as possible because I'm not perfect and I'm here on earth. and therefore I'm human. I'm not human and divine. Therefore, because of what happened with Adam and Eve, remember I say, y'all remember the story of Adam and Eve? The decision they made and their lack of wisdom and their lack of obedience messed all of us up. So now we're all of us been formed, of course, in the likeness and the image of God, but we was born into sin, shaping in iniquity. Therefore, we have struggle. We have struggles. So, no, I'm not perfect, but one thing I will not do, I don't show that to nobody. Neither do she needs to know. I've been taught, you don't talk about your man. You don't talk about your money. They don't even know how much you're making. Why you be careful with your wisdom? Use wisdom with your conversations now. The money, how much you're making. Sometimes you create a problem. If you have kids, you got to be also. I've been taught if you got kids, you got to be careful what you say to certain people about your kids. You got to use wisdom in what you want to share. It is always, that's why it's always good to know who really are your friends, who really are your girls. I see my little puppy. Who's really your boys? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. You got to be careful and use wisdom with that. If you don't have any kids, Veronica, I don't have any kids. Well, I still wouldn't share any no details. What I mean about that. I'm talking about real in-depth stuff. Be careful what pictures you show. Sometimes because a guy said, "Oh, she just," now you got a whole bunch of crazies lined up. I don't care if they got somebody or not. That man, some men, I feel this strong, don't realize whether they're married or not. That man could be still thinking about yours. That's the truth. He could still be thinking about yours because now you don't sparked his interest. And some of them, their mind ain't right. They're not gonna tell you. Therefore, be careful with what you say. Women, be careful how you share information about your men. Use wisdom. And use wisdom about your money. If you don't have any kids, whatever else going on personal in your life, be careful what you say. Because I'm telling you, sometimes what we say will create a whole big mess. You could tell somebody, confide in somebody, tell this person. Next thing you know, somebody overhears it. Or they could just have went back and told everybody. You be like, how you know? I ain't tell. It gets me how other people know so much, and I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I'm talking about to nobody, no human being, no nothing. I be like, what's that thinking emoji? I be like, I don't even say anything. I be like, I'm a person that I like to research and I like to watch. I watch my surroundings, even where I live at. If you try to come around me, try to be slick, I'll be like, cause you'd be surprised how many people would try to be slick in your area, wherever you work at, whatever. Just if God allowed you to pick it up, I pray that He do. I pray that God gives you, if you don't have it, the ability to pick up something fishy about Him. Something right about him or her. Use wisdom in what you want to share. Just use wisdom in what you want to share, because a lot of stuff, a lot of problem, a lot of issues now is because somebody shares something, shows something, or even sometimes people lie. They just flat out lie just to suck you in. Don't do that. I don't tell and the reason why I don't tell the girls that I'm close to or friends with or this and that. For me, there's a difference between an associate and a friend. Nowadays, it's hard to find a real friend, isn't it? It takes time to build that relationship, but it's good to have women, ladies, don't you agree, that you can just talk to and they not judge you or don't stab you in the back. It's real good to have. When you find them, hold on to them. I will still be cautious in sharing. It's a personal thing. It's not, if she's a real friend, it's not that I don't trust her. It's not a trust issue. It's just that some things I just want to keep private. It's not for public use. It's not a public affair. And when you let us adversary, the snakes, get in, you think a snake will just leave? No. When an anaconda and a cobra come, they're gonna sit. They're gonna hang around. But can we give God an entire hand clap of praise? Because the Lord been dealing with me. When He lets you know that there's a cobra there, I want to say, okay, I can't. I can keep one eye. Keep one eye open. Be like, man, it's not. You ain't got to be mean. But I'm like this. I'm like, That's the type of world that we live in. So don't be so free to open up. None of the girls, none of the women can say Veronica showed me anything. Because they have no clue. We don't. They share it with me, not pictures, but they open up to me about stuff. They know I ain't gonna tell nobody. They know. They know I don't gossip. They know I ain't gonna tell nobody. But so you have to build that relationship. They didn't know offhand, but they learned that about me over time. So I hopefully I said something that can help somebody. I ain't trying to tear down, but when something hit me, I'm gonna share it. And you know what? Wait a minute. What's my little topic? I said I like my little OBS. Use wisdom in your conversation. All right, everybody. This has been a moment with Veronica. You know what? One day the Lord gonna give me a spot so I can just do my little. I want a professional live stream room. Y'all see my little pillow back here. I want a professional live stream room where I can close the door and I don't have no disturbances. This is a moment with Veronica. Till next time, thank you for